Mic testing. All right, works. What's up, y'all? We'll be starting here in just 1 second. Just checking on my technicalities, making sure they're working. Sorry, we're extra late today, too. Little holiday lag there for Easter Monday. But better late than never. We'll be getting live here in about a minute. Hold tight. We'll be right back. All right, everything looks pretty damn good. Got some decent connection. Hopefully it stays that way. We all know how my quote unquote gig service be working. Anyway, who cares about that? What's going on? Happy Monday. It's Z-Rex. It's no noise. We're live today. A little bit late. Again, apologize for that. But better late than never, as they always say. What's going on, Mador? How are you doing? Or Madori? Or I'm not sure how you say that. Madjor. Hope you're having an awesome Monday. It's been a good one so far. Nice Easter holiday weekend. Found some eggs, hung out with the kiddo, all that fun stuff, blah, 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 etc., etc. Let's get on to some price action, man. Oh, what's up, T-Fix? How are you doing today? Yeah, Miss Dojevitz. Mr. Dojevitz. You're glad I'm late today? You can catch it live? Nice. Well, there you go. Sometimes I guess it's good to be late. Whoa, y'all seeing this with my giant eyeballs I got up here? All right, let's jump into this. We got a little unorthodox start here going on. It's Z-Rex. It's no noise. We're coming at you live today. It is, April 10th, 2023, just before 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. Let's get it in with price action because we actually have some resolution up on here. Look at that. What's up, Dowd Heister? How you doing today? Yeah, happy 29K. We finally got out of this stupid range. Look at that. We actually did close a lower time frame candle on the 458 on that back, so that happy 29K. Let's jump into it. It looks like we're about to get a 3-hour candle close above 29 in about an hour, as long as we stay above said 29. Let's go look at futures. We might already have that on the futures. We actually do. We have a little tiny one, and it's getting follow through today. Look at that. Hey, it's doing something different. I guess Bitcoin really likes Easter, so it's just waiting for the Easter bunny to bring lots of candies and brunches. Very nice. I like it. Let's go to the daily and check out the daily. Scary eyeballs. Let's see here. Man, we are right above. If this daily closes up like this, which it probably will in only an hour, it would have to dump pretty hard to make it look nasty back below like pretty much 28K. Seems unlikely at this point. Very nice follow through to the bulls thus far. If they close above this wick right here at 29.4 almost, that would look really good, engulfing all of this consolidation. And I would be looking for the low 30s off of that structure. This is bulls continuation. They are regaining their dominance. This looks pretty good. You can even see, we got in the power zone a little bit late last night, or actually afternoon. Yesterday afternoon, we got into the power zone with a nice green girthy dilly right there, looking pretty nice. I like it. Let's see. How about we got the oops, not setting change. We got this nice re-entry of the power zone, which I consider above 26 on the DMI indicator, which is what this is. And look at that. The Bears could never get back above in the neutral zone, which is above 16 and below 26. So pretty nice. I likes it. Let's see what we got for futures. Oh, yeah, futures. Well, hold on. Futures close right at the wick here. But we are getting some follow through so far. So really, excuse me, really looking pretty damn good, solidifying that 26,000 handle. Bears could not get back in there for the last couple of weeks, and now we are getting continuation right with the 21 EMA too. Just kind of met up with it and said, "Let's go, baby." Getting a little nice volume spike on today too, a little bit higher than the last I don't know, 2 weeks or so. So that's nice. We got the slope curling up on all the EMAs. I mean, this is looking pretty damn good, y'all. You cannot hate on this. You got 3 dojis in a row. So on a thing with dojis and rejections, generally you'll get a doji, and usually the next one will be either rejection and sell off or a continuation. So if it doesn't sell off, a lot of times it just camps out there for continuation. Obviously, that could be flipped for the downside too, but very nice. This weekly, if this open and closes up here, I know it is just Monday, so we do have 6 more days on that, but this would look really good if this transpires up through the weekly, and I would be looking for 32K minimum if that were to happen, and probably a little bit beyond that, because that's starting to really put some fire up under the bulls' arses for some rally action. Let's go see if GBDC looks good. GBDC is looking pretty sexy. Nice daily above all dim ranges. Let's zoom in a little bit. I like it. Oh, look at that. Right. We had a vol flash literally right the candle before it took off. That's interesting. Okay. Very nice. Do I think it will go down soon? Says Angel 14. How you doing? First of all, do I think it will go down soon? Well, I don't know, man. I don't see anything on the chart yet that says down. Like we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, as long as it holds, 26,000 short term, that it looks fine. It's just building a good structure. And so now we're getting follow through. I mean, if we're above pretty much now, you could ratchet it up to 27,000. Above 27,000, there's not any reason to think that bulls don't have all the Momo right here. So, and only then and if it went below 27K, then I would look for a retest of this breakout zone, probably around 24,000 handle. But right now it's not doing that at all. So it's looking pretty damn sexy. Let's jump over to Unicorn Shirt, man. What's he doing? He is actually not making a higher high, so that is interesting. So that's a little bit different behavior. Maybe it's just slow to catch up here. It's just now re-entering into the power zone this morning. Let's see. Daily is attempting to do the same thing right now. Maybe it gets it in about an hour. We'll see. A little surprised this isn't higher. We had the little spike over there to 1950-ish about a week ago, last Wednesday. Oh, excuse me. So, really want to see Ethereum play with Bitcoin. This is kind of the reason I'm kind of saying, thinking a little bit. I've actually been out running a bunch of errands and doing stuff today. So this is actually the first time I'm looking at charts today. So we're getting some fresh looks here. Yeah, so this looks fine still. I mean, you got the retest of this breakout zone at about, 1830-ish, riding up the 21 EMA. I don't see any major issues with this. The only thing I kind of don't like is it hasn't made a high yet. But Mama Bear might be just taking the reins here. Let's go look at Bitcoin dominance. Yes, it is. That's exactly what she's doing. So that makes a little bit more sense. So that's fine. It is Mama Bear after all. So that does look pretty damn sexy, to be fair. So Ethereum just kind of taking a little back burner while Mama Bear gets its footing. If that keeps staying up there, I mean, we're probably going to be breaking 2K on Ethereum relatively quickly. Then that will be the real test on Ethereum. Will that create a higher high from this structure all the way back over in mid-August that also sits around 2K. So that's probably the next shot there. And then if we get comfortably above 2K, pretty much like all the way to 2,400 is the target after that. So we could be seeing some pretty big moves here. Should you open a long and leave it for a day or two? Man, that is a question I cannot answer, my friend. I can't tell you. Not I can't tell you because I'm not like a financial advisor or anything like that. But just because, which I'm not, but also because everyone's so different, man. I don't know what your positions are. I can't tell you what to do with your money. Plus, I'm just some jackass on TradingView and YouTube. So, that's something that you gotta kind of do yourself and what you're comfortable with. Would I open up along here? Probably not. Probably not. Not up here. I mean, the time to do longs wasn't when it's way up here on this side. Maybe when it's like breaking out here, start buying dips, or I bought some down here on this test of this trend line in the 200. But yeah, I mean, buying at the top of range, maybe if we get confirmed breakout. But like I said, man, that's something that you kind of have to figure out for yourself and what you're comfortable with. Ethereum futures, what do you got here? Yep, also agreeing with about that 2K level from the mid-August area. Still looks pretty sexy. I like it. There is a gap down here at 1420 to about 1550, so that's definitely noteworthy. And gaps usually get filled. Funny thing, it's actually a gap jump from a previous gap jump earlier in the year. That's kind of odd. So you get a gap fill right there, and then you get another gap jump. That's a little interesting. I'm going to take that forward because gaps do get filled almost all the time. So, very interesting. To gap the gap. Litecoin taking off. Look at this. This bitch is trying to hug up on this trend line. We get above that 95 level. That's what we've been watching. Man, right on the vol flash, too, we had yesterday on Sunday's close, which makes sense because we had just been squeezing on most stuff for so long. Now, we don't have great momentum yet on the oscillators. Let's zoom in a little. See if we got anything there. No, we don't have it even on the lower time frame. So that's interesting for Litecoin. Really needs to get over that 95 level. We start getting comfy above there. I do think that we probably will at least test 105 and probably poke our head up above that just a tad. Just a tad. The only way I don't think that happens is if Bitcoin gets rejected from this little attempt in the 29,000s, which anything can happen. Man, look at this. Super squeeze. Super mega squeeze. Dollar something, less than $1 range. This looks pretty damn good above 19 and a half or so. Obviously, there is mega resistance at 21.5. So this has been the same read for a long time. We got mega squeezing. Good support right below it, but also mega pressure right above it. So it's creating an Ethereum classic diamond right here. It's Ethereum diamond mode. So I would say if Bitcoin keeps keeping up, man, we're probably going to go test upper side of range, which is 23, just shy of $23. Not too shabby. XR Pizzle, what are you doing, Garlic Bread? Garlic Bread's just riding up this trend line. Looks pretty good. On the last few videos, we're just talking about it just needs to hold 48 on the short term structure. We've been doing that. It's climbing. I mean, this looks like it wants to try again and break this 55 level. Let's zoom out a little bit, see what these weeklies did. Weeklies did defend, or the bulls did defend the weekly 200 right here at about also a little higher than 48. It's like right at 49 cents. But pretty nice. We get some follow through, especially this weekly. If it could close above like 53 cents, I would be looking for 57 to like mid 60s on the next target for this. And really, as long as it's above 48, I just don't really have any issues with the bears being strong until that happens. Same here. XLM kind of just barely broke the trend line, riding up to 21. Very similar to XRP. Looks very good above kind of this little pivot of about 10 cents flat. As long as we're above 10 cents, I cannot be bearish on this. Now with higher lows, higher highs on a daily, we're above all this structure from, the last 6-7 months or whatever. It's looking pretty damn good. Let's see how the weekly close. Weekly is just like a little doji underneath the mama. So definitely some resistance at that 11-cent handle. So let's see here. TRX. What is TRX doing? Man, TRX, this is starting to look pretty sexy. Look at the slope. Slight slope on the 200 now. The more it stays above 666, of course, the more it stays above around 6.66 cents, it's just going to keep ratcheting these up. You got the mama starting to curl up. I mean, this thing does look real good above about 6.5 pennies. I got no issues with this either. Kind of some sloppy ass price action here. Semi H pattern. It is just sloppy all the way around, but man, clearing that 6-8 area, I think that's a real clear shot to low sevens and probably higher. The target on this formation is up here between about 10 and 14 cents. So we could be getting moonshot time if Mama Bear just all it has to do is keep climbing and not break below 27K. If that happens, a lot of these will probably roll over too. But so far, so good. Squeeze Nation here still on dot. Looks fine above this little swing low at about 585. Obviously, there's this mega resistance here. Same shit about 650. But I'm just leaning slightly bullish on almost everything, especially with the Bitcoin. Wow, almost approaching 30K at this point. Look at that, y'all. What? Well, Cardano beautifully riding this trend line, getting all the shorter term EMAs sloped up. Another week up here above like 38 pennies. It's going to curl this 200 also. So this is starting to look pretty damn sexy. I really like the Bulls' chance on this above 37 cents. As long as above 37, I ain't got no problems with that chart. Linky Poo is starting to kind of consolidate to the upside. No, that doesn't make sense. It's consolidating still in the super range that it's been in forever, for about a year. Trying to break out here, and we are getting that same kind of slopage. Everything's just trying to curl, and we're even seeing the 200s curl up on some stuff. That hasn't happened in a really long time, y'all. This is definitely noteworthy. Hellbound, what's up, man? Good to see ya. Hope you had an awesome weekend, my friend. Happy Monday. Also looking good here on EOS, above 115. I can't be bearish on this. I just can't do it, man. Getting that same slope thing. Another week up here above 115, even 110. This is going to start curling up too. The one thing I have noticed though, I mean, and it's just because we're also in this consolidation zone for like most of this year after the first few weeks, we kind of just pumped and mostly been sideways, is that we don't have a lot of Momo on the oscillators yet. But that is pretty normal when you're still close to the range, especially when it's been a fairly long one. So we probably won't see some Momo breaks until we actually get over major parts of structure. BCH, what you doing? Oh, dang, look at this. Putting in a nice little green dilly. See, same thing on the oscillators here. Still kind of neutral. But, man, this thing still looks real good above 120. I can't hate it. Hate the Bulls here. It's just they're really trying to make themselves known. Look at this super sideways action. Shooting star, hammer, stay in the range. BCH is compressing. Like we've been talking about the last couple weeks, the move coming out of this is just going to be very large, whether it's, 20, 30% down or pretty much 20, 30, and even more percent up. So looking pretty damn good. Above 120. Can't hate it. Invalid symbol for BSV. What the? Oh, okay. Really, man? Can't do that? No BSV? It's probably because I was on Bittrex. And what the hell they call it on KuCoin? They call it BCHSV. Okay, well, that's cute. Let's see how much history they got on it. Let's see. Zoom. Yeah, this will just have to do for now. BSV just sideways. Super, super sideways. Look at this, like, Let me see this. Look at this slight creeping in by the bulls here from the last week. And also see that on RSI too, making higher highs, higher lows on RSI. I still like this chart. Um, I know it doesn't look great. I just like where it is relative to its past and that it hasn't broke down yet. And I just like the potential risk to reward on this. So I've been accumulating this over the last couple weeks, or actually month probably about now. And I just like this single digit risk here, or about single digits. It's like close to 10 if you take it all the way down. But 10% to 2 to 1 to this cluster, and if Bitcoin starts taking off like it's showing us here, I mean, this thing is going to rally at some point. Kind of like BCH and BSV. They're both kind of BCH looks a lot better technically speaking. People just kind of forget about BSV because Craig Wright's got a lot of gray clouds around him. All right, let's go. XMR, what are we doing? Hey, look at this. That slope thing. Look at this. We already getting the slope up on the 200. We're getting the slope up on the mama. We're getting this chronological order perfectly. This has mega support on this structure right here in the mid lower 150s. As long as this is above like 153, 154, I ain't got no problems with this. Man, look at this. All the EMAs are within $9, so less than 6%. All the EMAs are right there with each other. This would be a pretty good close if we get this candle above 160. That would look really sexy. But overall, man, holding that 154 handle, I ain't got no problems with this. And again, like most other charts, we're kind of sharing that confused momentum and internal oscillators down here on the bottom. So, but those will be breaking soon. It kind of looks like it's happening this week. It's happening as I throw my hands up like you know what meme. Oh, Zcash. Hey, nice. Breaking above range. Hey, this looks pretty good on Zcash. Let's see what the weekly did. Okay. I like this. Above about $35 looks pretty nice. Looks like it wants that low 40s, like 43, 44 bucks. Not too shabby. Only below about 35. Maybe 36 if it started getting comfy there on lower time frames. I start to question a little bit, but I like this so far. Above 36. What's up? Let's go. Look at this Dash still playing around. Look where it came right to its little blue purplish box, range box with only a couple candles outside of it. Bulls defending that very well at that 55-ish level. So we're still right in the middle of the box, so it's still kind of neutral overall. But some of these will be breaking to the upside if Mama Bear just holds up. That's just kind of the easy peasy way of thinking of it. Sub 54-ish, 54.50. I'd be questioning that. Oh, Doge, look at this, man. Doge just absolutely getting slaughtered after the pumpage. And again, the TI didn't lie, man. The body on this candle didn't make a higher high. Look at that. Looky there. Couldn't make a higher high. And that's also very critical, too, because right here, when it attempted to break out before this was all printed, it struggled there, too, and immediately got rejected back below that, just shy of 10 cents. And then it actually went all the way down. I mean, this is pretty brutal, down to its low of that 666 area and got bid back up. Now, I do like this candle coming back up and actually not making a lower body close. This actually looks pretty good. And I think it's just really solidifying this trend line in that mid 7-cent range. So as long as we're holding above 7 cents, it's okay. Man, look at this pump here. Let's zoom in a little bit because I didn't see that. Oh, that's just some stupid bullshit print. Whatever. That don't really mean nothing. Looks pretty good. He took off the little Shiba Doge logo on Twitter, so it was just a little hype pump. Lot of volume, though. A lot of volume. Most volume on Doge we've seen since mid-fall on this mega pump back here. So definitely noteworthy. Man, any kind of low time frame closures above 10 cents on this, it's probably going to 14, 20. So do be on the lookout for that. Hey, STX riding to the 55 EMA to the mama. Has a nice bounce. Still kind of making this higher high, higher low structure. Trend line kind of fake out here. It looked like it was getting kind of nasty. And then rejection from the buyers. The bulls said, "No, we're good right here. There's value at about 80 cents." And so getting back above 90, this looks pretty damn good. Let's go to the weekly. We got a nice little Doge kind of catching price too. Let's zoom out. Still mega resistance at that 115. But I mean, this is looking pretty good, especially getting back above into the 90s. I do like this. Only getting comfy back below 80 cents would I start to question the bulls here. And STX is a ordinals inscription type dealing with bopper coin. So this is the only one I know of that kind of is leveraging ordinals, but I'm sure there's a couple other ones. If anyone knows in the chat, please throw that in because I'm curious. It does seem like that's getting a lot of hype. Now, whether it gets traction from mainstream is yet to be seen because there's only, I think it's less than 50 million or less than 100 million of ordinals and inscriptions that have even really been done. So it's not even like that big of a deal yet. And it kind of goes, some people argue it goes against the ethos of Bitcoin specifically, of doing that kind of stuff. Like, leave that to the shit coins. Bitcoin's supposed to just kind of be the gold of the crypto land. Allegedly, whatever. There's a lot of opinions about that. I'm not sure where I'm at on that conversation either. There's room for all of them, right? All right, 21 EMA finding the support here on the weekly for TrueFi, which is at about upper six handle. Kind of like the stacks chart, very, very similar actually. Kind of breaking this trend line, slowly bleeding, kind of faking most people out. Well, I'm not faking them out. I mean, it did sell off like, I don't know if I can actually click the right button. Another, 15, 16%. So kind of interesting spot for it to stall here though. So kind of price is showing us that this mid six handle is definitely noteworthy, which makes sense because if bulls are going to keep this price structure up, that would be the higher low structure it needs to defend. So, and if Mama Bear keeps staying above 29K, this thing's probably going to start ratcheting up to 9 pennies. Hexingtons. Ooh, the Hexingtons are barely holding on here. Look at this, glued to the 55. Let's see. Yeah, nothing really going on. Oscillator's kind of neutral. As long as it's holding, though, about the mid sixes, it's okay. You can see the bulls are trying to defend that mid six handle the last 4 days pretty much in a row. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, just barely holding on. Yeah, ain't probably even like a 2-hour candle. Start getting comfy below like 6.5. Probably gets this to go test this local low over here. Good old Hexingtons, or the Hexicans. Sorry, the Hexicans is what they call them. V-Chain, look at this. Dump Fest. It's still in this little box range. Let's go ahead and draw that because that's very noteworthy there. We're still in this little box range. There's a lot of chart patterns that look like this. Right above here, overhead resistance at about 2.5 pennies. Looking pretty sexy above that. And also, just to be fair, this structure does look really good above 2.2. And that's what we've been watching. That's been the same on the video for all this time, whatever that is, a month at this point now. So as long as it's holding that 2.2 level, can't hate it. Adam, man, look at this thing floating on the damn low end of this symmetrical sloppy triangle here. There's triangles all over the place. I mean, it's not above the 21 EMA. I mean, it's not really above any of the good moving averages, but it is holding on to structure. And structure kind of trumps everything. So as long as it's holding this 1080-ish level, it's okay. Definitely doesn't have any momentum by the bulls anywhere. So this one's kind of a little funky, a little bit tougher to read. But keeping it simple, above 1080-ish, don't really have a major issue with it. We start getting comfy below there, though. Watch out. Osmos. Oh, look, it's meeting the trend line maker. Will that be... Will it finally break this trend line right here? You can see this blue one. Maybe you can't see it. Sometimes people say they're not bright enough. Let's brighten it up a little bit. Here we go. It's coming out. Is it coming out? We breaking out above 75 cents. Looks pretty damn good. Can't hate on it. We've been getting a little bit of a support cross printing down here, kind of helping confirm that mid 70s, and that's also above all of this little kind of ugly inverted head and shoulders type formation there. So not too shabby, man. Like it above 75 pennies. I did buy some of this too over the last week or so. Just kind of been nibbling just a little bit here and there. Ton coin. Oh, Ton getting rejected over here from the middle. You can see this little tweezer on last Thursday, kind of just selling off. But hey, it's still fine. I still like this above about the two teens. Anywhere in like 210 to 220, it still looks okay. Let's go to weekly. Yeah, we're still above the 20 EMA, which is also right smack in the middle at 215. So that still looks fine. All right, let's go. What's going on, Casey Lewis? How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Let's go to traditional markets. We got a full week this week. We got some earnings starting to roll out. Oh, look at this candle. This actually is pretty good looking candle. Man, there's a big pump at the end of the day, or was it all day? I don't know. Like I said, this is a fresh look for me. So it looks like it dumped on the Euro session right before the open, and then literally at the open, it just said suck it, and bulls decided to go up 40 points. Let's zoom back out. I do like this hammer candle. This actually looks pretty good above 41.30. And again, don't forget the monthly does have mega uber super duper resistance pretty much where we are in the mid 4100s. Probably just a 3-hour candle above this little swing high at like 41.60, and open and close above that probably gets us moonshotting up to, let's see what our next resistance spot is. Man, it's all the way up at like 43.50. Ooh, dang, that'd be a hell of a run. That's a almost 6% move from right here. So bulls are trying to show up in traditional markets as well. Interesting. NASDAQ just still struggling right below 13.3. That's been the same on this chart for a long time. And until, it's really got to break 12.8 for me to be concerned for the bears or the bulls. You look at stocks. Yeah, I do look at stocks. You have a couple in mind there, Casey? You can throw them in the chat box. I'll look at them. And we're about to just go through traditional stuff. And then sometimes I go through these sector majors like XLF and XLU and stuff like that. It kind of just depends on kind of what I'm seeing or what I'm feeling in the market. But yeah, I'm definitely happy to go look at some stocks if you want to toss those in the mix there. But yeah, above 12.8 looks pretty good. Sub 13.3, it's just like that little 500-point range of ping-pongery. He says ELF, long entry at 85 with stop of $14 or 69.56. Oh, hell yeah. You got to go, Hellbound? Hey, man, yeah, no problem. Thanks for popping your head in real quick. Good to see you. We'll see you on Wednesday morning. Have a great Monday with a price target of 113, 2-1. Hey, I like all the way you worded all that. I love that you know what your plan is. That's really good, man. That's good stuff. I think you're on the right path. Just kind of by that sentence, how you wrote it. That's good because most people would just be like, well, buy now, hold for 10 days. Should I just go all in now or what? And I'm like, dude, I can't tell you that. I don't know what your risk tolerances is and all that stuff. Dow looks fine above 33.5. We'll go look at that ELF one here in just a second. Let me get to the let me get past the VIX and we'll do it right before oil. My bad. Dow looking real good above 33.5. It's in this next little chamber between 33.5 and 34.4. That's been the case for, the last week or so. Only do I give bears back the Momo if we get back below 33.5. Rut made a little hammer candle, but Rut's been the weakest one. It's the most exposed to banking, especially regional banking. And so it's not quite broken out. It's probably the biggest concern of all the markets right now is the Russell. So Russell, I'd really like to see get over this swing high at 1812, 1813, and over this trend line because everything else, all the other majors are looking pretty good. So let's zoom into the 3 hour. Yeah, not too bad. Getting some follow through. But again, it's just that trend line, man. And below the 21, I mean, it's below like everything. It's below structure. So sub 1800, like we talked about last week, can't get too excited for bulls on rut specifically. Dow Jones, the trannies are popping here. It's okay. Really need to get back above into this box at about 14.3. Till then, it's a little meh. All this is squeezed up too. So I don't really like to take trades when stuff is like that. Dax still not getting no follow through. What's up, Dax? What are you doing? The Deutsches are not running. Back below 15.6, not good. Above 15.8, very good. You know, no follow through on Shanghai either. That's interesting. That's what happened last time we got out of this box back in early March. And kind of the same thing happening, which, funny enough, was actually on a Monday as well. So here we are, Monday, no follow through. Gets back in this box, we can probably target middle of range at minimum. Above this swing high is about 34.20. Hell yeah, it would be a target. VIX. Holy crap, VIX is still holding up on this little bullshit pattern thing we noticed where it's making this incremental higher high. Now, did it take it out just a tad bit? Yeah, it did, just barely by like 3 pennies. I mean, I'm not gonna split hairs over 3 pennies. Interesting, it's still hovering right here. Let's go look at VVIX. VVIX also hovering, and a mostly higher low standard. Very interesting. Hmm. I don't like that for bulls. I'm not a fan of that for bulls. I really want to see VIX break down below 1850 to really kind of clear the runway for the bull train or plane or whatever. Y'all know. Let's see here. VIX, that's going to be the same, kind of some higher lows right on that trend line. Interesting spot. Oil. Oh, sorry. I said we would jump over to ELF. Let's go see what this Mr. Casey's talking about. Holy moly, Elf Beauty. Elf Beauty. What the hell kind of name is that? Elf Beauty. I guess with all the cosplay being really popular, maybe that's just the thing. Elf Beauty. These are all the people that go to the Ren fairs. What is this? What do they sell? I don't even know anything about this company. Skin products, cosmetics. Yeah, should have guessed that. Elf skin. You want to get some elf skin, dude? Or some well people and Keys Soul Care? Whatever. I pretty much will trade anything if it's liquid enough. Don't care. This chart looks freaking epic, dude. What the hell, man? This has been ripping faces for a year, pretty much. Nice engulfing down here right before the pumpage. I mean, this thing's in price discovery mode. What the? What the? All right. Well, not too shabby. Let's see if I can find something bearish on this. No, that looks okay. Hold on. Let's zoom in here. 10, 16, 26. Bears are trying to get some momentum. They're trying to get out of the weak zone on DMI, but just barely. So it's not barely. Let's see. We do have a little bit of bearish divergence between these 2 points on the 3 hour. But really, I mean, this is price discovery. And until it lost like 79, I wouldn't really care. You said you're playing it with, what did you got? 69? Oh, I should remember that. What the hell? Come on, man. Come on, man. So he's buying way up here, pretty much the top, tippity tip top. And you're going all the way to 69. So it's about a 16.9 risk there. How cool is that? And then you're targeting 113, huh? Okay. Yeah. I see what you're doing here. Not too bad. So This is some people love to do this trade like breakout trades. They're hard for me to do, to be frank, just because it's at the top, and I'm kind of a contrarian uh, minded trader. And so when stuff gets to breakout levels like this, I mean, this one's, to be fair, it has been in blue sky breakout mode all the way since like last August, and it really hasn't looked back. So, I mean, it's been pumping for a while. Um, we do have some bearish divergence, though, on the weekly from here to here to here. So that's 3 stabs. A lot of times, bearish divergence will come in threes. But really, until it broke like $78, this thing is in price discovery mode, so I can't hate it. I mean, the slopes of all the EMAs just look really good. Of all the moving averages, is up 45 degrees for the most part, looking sexy. Be mindful of this big gap, though. We do have a giant 13% gap here. So there is a chance that if this thing even just broke $75, that it could get real aggressive quickly and just fill this gap real fast. Then we'll have to reassess. But overall, man, very nice chart above mid 70s. Can't hate that. PGR, let's see what this is. Progressive. What is this? The insurance company? Yeah, of course. Insurance companies, dude. Look at this crap. Just it's progressively making new highs forever. Only back in 1972. Wow, it crashed 90%. Not bad. Not bad. But since then, it's pretty much been straight the F up. Little blip in the tech bubble right here. Lost, a good chunk. But overall in the chart, man, I mean, Jesus Christ. Jesus Jesus. Oh, man, this one's breaking out this week. It's getting follow through. We're in price discovery mode. Let's pull some fibs on this bitch. See where we got some targets. We'll just do lower time frames. We'll use this little sell-off liquidation here. We do have earnings coming up, so be wary of that. Earnings are this Thursday in the morning. So before market open, we do have earnings. So, sometimes crazy shit can happen on earnings announcements. Let's pull fibs on this. So fib on this, we got the first target is right here at about 155, then 168, and then way up here at 183. Usually you don't get a 3 extension. Usually you don't. You do sometimes. Crypto likes to do those. But man, this thing looks really good above 145. As long as it's above 145, I can't be bearish on it at all. Just can't. I don't even see divergence really. Maybe there's about to get some built up on this daily, possibly, but we need at least probably the rest of this week to kind of see how that chart builds. And we do have earnings. That's the only concern I would have about this chart up at the highs, because this bitch could go, it could freaking easily drop 10, $15 up here, or it could easily pop the same. So you got a stop loss 2 to 1. Well, it sounds like you're on the right track though, Casey. I like it. Setting your plan your trade your plan. And if it doesn't work, you just gotta kind of adjust, Let's see. NG. Oh my God, is it actually trying to base here? Look at this. Monday. The close on Monday engulfed Fridays, solidifying that 210 area. So that's good for the bulls here. They actually might see some light soon. RSI is trying to get some dominance. There is none to be found yet on DMI. Let's zoom in. Let's try to force the bulls to come here. Oh, look, we do have it on DMI. Or I'm sorry. No, we do have it on DMI with lower time frames. So we have it on the 3-hour. Last time we got up there, it just kind of faded to black again, faded to gap here. And now will it do the same thing? I don't know. Above 210, I can't get super bearish, because also, like we looked at the other week or last week, we were looking at the not that, because that's not the right. Oh my God, what am I doing with my life here? Nat gas. Let's go over here. If you look at like the old school chart of this, there is a lot of support in this low 2 areas. You can see all this cluster, a lot of these swings where big bounces happened right when price went in there. So definitely could make an argument that this could be a potential bottom on nat gas. Oh, Mr. Riot. Yeah, you getting on some crypto action, eh? T-bond, the futures, the 30 years rolling over a little bit. Interesting. False breakout, maybe? Maybe. Major support, though, at 130. So if it gets back below 130, I would consider that a false breakout. 115 on the 10-year. TMF, look at this. Okay, so this is interesting. We talked about this on Friday because there's a lot of overhead resistance. Yes, we did break out of the trend line, but it was only for a couple of open and closes right below major resistance, right? So the problem with this is you don't have support from the long-term moving average. So the long-term bulls are not on your side yet. And if this gets back under here below like pretty much $9 and starts camping back below this trend line, I would look for a fast, quick move in the opposite direction to test other side of range, which would probably put us around $8 and maybe even all the way down here at 750 if bears really wanted to get crazy. Now that would probably roll off the backs of some kind of super hawkish Fed tone where they're going to be saying, oh, fuck it, we're doing 50 basis points every meeting for the rest of the year. Y'all can suck it. I could see that kind of happening and then test the other side of range. But this is setting up for a false breakout right here. We'll probably know early this, like probably by Wednesday. Maybe by Wednesday's video, we'd be able to talk about that. Let's see. TNX, same. Obviously, is just going to be like the 30-year. Dixie bouncing off that nice 101 handle. Interesting. Euro, once again, couldn't get over 110. Also interesting. Let's go to gold. Are we getting follow through on the gold? We did just have the daily close. It did close atop of all structure and this ascending triangle. That's pretty good. I like that. Only would I start to be concerned on this if we start getting some 3-hour candle closes, like maybe 3 or 4 below 2K. Then maybe we come down another 20 to $50 and we'll have to kind of reassess depending how the chart builds there. But hey, this could just be a liquidation break. I'm trying to confirm that this is indeed a real breakout because the weekly does look super, super sexy, as we talked about on Friday's stream. So as long as it's still kind of filling up this structure, can't hate it too much. And if it just stalls right here, right around 2K, this is actually perfect for bulls. Just retesting, build the chart up nice before continuation. 3 days of struggle up here. Above 24.20 though on silver, I don't even care about bears until we're back below 24.20. That level has been way too important for too long. And we're on the trend line. We're sloping up. Look at that. We're getting the slope up now on the 200. So above 24.20, I can't even care about bears on silver. Same kind of thing here above about 9. We can probably ratchet this up to like 980. We were watching 950 for a while. But shorter term, above like 980 is good. Below that, we probably gets us to 950, but looking pretty sexy. Palladium. Ooh, palladium, this is nasty, actually. Monday, this is pretty gross candle for palladium. This is buyer rejection from the bears, saying, you know what, bitch, get back below 1450. We don't approve of this message, and so they are engulfing the previous 1, 2, 3, 4, about a week of business. So that is nothing to balk at. So kind of in no man's land here because we are between that 1380 and pretty much 1480. We can just make that $100 range, and we can maybe just call that range bound until it breaks. But kind of a nasty candle on Monday. Or today, I guess. And that's about it. GDX not really doing anything, kind of doing silver. Oh, man, this boy Casey not playing around. Dang. Wells Fargo, Riot, STT. Man, well, appreciate you sharing all your ideas, dude. Let's run through some of them because you know what? With Bitcoin breaking out, let's go. Riot saying moon time, baby. Long entry at $10. Let's see. So you're in up. Let's see, up here pretty much today. So you're stop lossing at $7, kind of above structure. Can't hate that. Price target 2 to 1. Hey man, I really like Riot with Bitcoin breaking out. I mean, it does have some decent resistance right here around $10, but it looks like it wants it, man. It looks like it wants 13. So you got a pretty far price target on that, a 60% profit target. That is fairly high. You be quiet, little phone. But hey, dude, I like how this is just engulfing up here, 15%. I mean, this looks good. We got all the EMAs curling up. Look at this, opening up. One of my favorite sexy things to see in a chart. Nice volume too. So can't hate this unless it's below $8. Can't even care. Let's actually, speaking of Riot, let's go over to our blockchain ETF here. It's not really an ETF. It's more like our blockchain index. Yeah, look at this, guys. Dang, y'all, we are getting that what we wanted from last Friday. We wanted above 340. We're getting that stretch today. Let's see what the weekly needs to do. Weekly just needs follow through here. Now, will it get all the way up to this swing high? Probably not, but it could. But probably not. But this is looking really damn good. This is exactly what I want to see. Confluation, is that a word? Just making up words now over here. Whatever. um, so we want to see that pretty much matching up, since I'm being retarded for words right now. We do have this gap filled at this point, almost at about 360. Getting comfy above 360, y'all, probably is going to bring us into this next cluster at mid fours. And that will coincide, I believe, with at least Bitcoin in the low 30s, if that does happen. So nice to get confluence. There we go. Hey, my brain work good sometimes. Overstock. What is Overstock doing? Let's go. I got filled on this last week. Finally, it took only a 12% down move to get filled on my options. But hey, whatever. Sometimes being patient pays off. And so I'm playing this one just for some moonshots up here to about mid 20s. It's kind of my target on this. Looking good. I like the reaction so far. Earnings still quite a ways away for that. Coin bouncing. Riot's the big boy mover today. Green, little bumping and running. All right, and we're out of the way for, man, what is this back-to-back earnings crap? Not back-to-back, but pretty close to each other. Bumping and running, man. Dude, if this thing clears 52 cents, it's probably going to test up in here, which is 80, and that's a real healthy move there. This is starting to look pretty good on Greenidge Generation Holdings Inc. Interesting. Let's go look at cores. We talked about them, dude. I wish I would have bought some more of this actually today. This thing looks like it is getting ready to go ham. I'm pretty much expecting this thing to do either like a 20-cent up or down move at this point from this structure. I mean, when you go sideways and compress like this for a long time, like if we throw on the Bollinger Bands, which I occasionally look at how tight these Bollinger Bands are. I mean, that is... Dude, mega price action is coming out of this. Like I said, I'm pretty much thinking 20-ish cents either way. So I'm going to be playing the upside on that by default just because, you know. Let's see. This boy's got that Wells Fargo, though. So long entry. Oh, he's getting long. The Wells Fargo? Ooh, you got some balls, boy. I will not be following on that trade with you. I don't like Wells Fargo. I mean, maybe if it's a shorter term trade. I mean, everybody has their own reasons, whatever. At least your target is right here at major resistance, right around $43. I'd even kind of, for me, I'd look at about 40, just shy of 42, and that's a good meme number, so we have to use that. So just 42. Under that, it's a little bit bearish, but hell, that's about where your target is. So maybe I hope that works out for you. Let's see. But I'm just, we got earnings coming up. That looks like next week, though. Oh, no, it's actually Friday before the open. So if you were not aware of earnings on Wells Fargo, do be a little bit, not weary, but just be aware that that is on Friday morning. So maybe it gets pumped, maybe it gets dumped. We don't know. Ally, you're getting long all the banks, huh? You're just saying, let's go. I'm curious, Casey, do you ever short stuff? Just out of curiosity, you just only posted long things, so Just wondering. To be fair, Ally does have really good support around $24. So above 24, I actually really can't hate it. Oddly enough, even though I want to hate some banks right now. I'm trying not to be biased. Yeah, above $24. Hey, all right, whatever. Not too shabby. You just entering in today. It looks like, man, you got hungry today, Monday. You hungry today on Monday, aren't you, Casey Lewis? Not too shabby, man. I like Allied. That's probably one of the better ones that I like above 2420 because we just have to make it a meme number. I don't know what National Vision Holdings. Oh my God. That is brutal. Jesus Christ, dude. These people going out of business? What is this? This is not a great chart. Yeah, I don't like this chart. This is bearish as hell to me, sub $23. I see you're playing a bounce trade right to 23, so maybe you're just kind of playing a little mean reversion style trade here off this. Hey, that's good. I like mean reversion trades. Yeah, that's a tough one for me. That one has pretty bearish structure on that weekly. Real bearish below $23. But hey, you know, that's what plan or trade your plan. You got your stop at $18. So, it's like right there. That's not too bad. It's single digits from where you're at. So that's fine. That's fine. For me, if it lost that $18 again, watch out. We go into black hole mode most likely, and then price discovery, but for the downside, which is not usually as much fun unless you're a shorter, like Cahodes or something like that. Alrighty. Let's see. I think that's probably it. Let's see if weed stonks are doing anything. Are they doing some 420 love? Oh, they are. So I bought some of these last week. We talked about it on the show. We are getting a little bit of follow through. Maybe we get a little 420 pumpage. That'd be cool. I'll take it. Nice on SMG. We were talking about SMG being kind of bullish here, especially if it can get over this 77 area. I do like that for a run, probably to like 90-ish and maybe beyond. This is not too shabby. Some more earnings coming up. Not till early May though, so we got a little bit of time for that. And I'll be out of I just played some options on some of the weed stocks. There's actually a lot of them that expired on the 21st, and so I'm kind of just playing the 420 level, and they were just so beat up last week. I think I even bought some for like a penny or two. It was kind of crazy. He does short. Casey Lewis does like to short. Well, that's good. I like to hear that. I like when people play both sides. Tilray is saying, suck it. Missed earnings by 3,500%. Dude, whatever. Who cares? Moonshot. Although it looks like post-market it gave it up, though, because this is after hours, right? Yeah, okay. So post-market it actually did give up all its run. So it's just flat now again, right back to 258. Let's see. MO. Yeah, not falling as much there. Let's look at sector majors real quick, and then I'll be wrapping this biatch up. Yeah, actually some pretty decent pumpage here. Pretty green across the board. Is that shared on FinViz? Let's go over there real quick. No, it's not. Actually, we're mixed all over the place. Very mixed board on the heat map, and also very bearish still on most of these metrics here, below the 200, below the 50, below the just new lows. We have advanced declining is the only one that's a little bit better, but yeah, kind of a mixed bag there. All right, let's close that up. Nothing really there. Nothing there. Let's see. We haven't looked at in a while. Let's go look at mushroom stocks. MindMed. Ooh, look at this. This might be interesting. Just kind of just basing down here. So I'm in Austin, and I just saw a big billboard the other day, smack in the middle of downtown, advertising medical mushrooms. I was just like, wait, what the hell? Like in Texas? Like, shit, all right, let's go. Let's go, man. Mega support here in this kind of range, right at about 270. Maybe ratchet that up to like 280. Below 280, it looks kind of nasty, but so far it's okay. Compass is a bigger one. Ooh, look at this. Compass looks good above like 950. Man, above 1120, this thing probably runs to 13 and change. Not too bad. How about Wuhan flu? No, nothing there. Nothing there. There's not very many of these. They pretty much have some shit ass charts. I mean, it's like a very, very new sector, not a new thing. People have been doing mushrooms for a long time. Let's see here. Nothing really crazy here. Hood, meme stocks. What is GME doing? Just curious. How it popped really hard the other day, and it's still holding up surprisingly. Oh, some AI stuff. No, nothing really there. Oh, this one actually looks good. Nice. Nice. I like this structure right here. It looks very bullish above 212. Very nice. Nice. Nice, nice. Nice twice. All right, let's wrap this up. Let's put a ribbon on this biatch. Bam. Daily. Mama Bear. Let's go. You're getting it in. We're finally getting some breakoutage. Now, let's not turn this into freaking false breakout. Let's not do that. It's always nice to have like at least 3 candles of open and closes above some ranges for confirmation, because don't forget, we all watch the same movie and everyone can get just super hyped up. And a lot of times the opposite will happen, right? But if you wait 2 or 3 candles, that usually gets some of the riffraff away. So here we are making the attempt. Looks really good. I cannot hate this chart. I'm ratcheting up the 27K level. I'm ratcheting that up to 28,000 now after this move here. So bulls, if they got the Momo, they should be able to hold 28K. Ethereum, I would like to see it make a high here, a new high. It's kind of just right at it. Again, Mama Bear is trying to take the limelight at this moment. You can see also that on the dominance chart here. So not too crazy. It's only one day. Let's just get follow through this week overall with these price action breaks. And if that happens, man, we get these candles closing up here like this, like we talked about the last couple weeks, I'm going to be going even more altcoin hunting than I already have. That's for sure. Because they all kind of move in lockstep together. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. All the other ones have kind of the same charts they've had for a while. Nothing's really breaking out per se. XRP was the only one that kind of was looking pretty sexy. But right now it looks like it's Mama Bear time. So let's go. Stay above 28K, and the rest will follow. It starts breaching 30K. Oh, man. That's when it starts to get super sexy, and we can probably start looking for some big pumps on some altcoins. And also miners, too. Bitcoin miners. Riot already kind of is pumping. Cores, Mara. Y'all already know the names. Anyway, I'm going to be signing off here. Much love, guys. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with me. I hope y'all had an awesome Easter weekend if you celebrate that kind of stuff. If not, hey, you got probably Friday off and maybe today, so that's cool. Either way, much love. Again, thank you so much for hanging out. If you got any feedback or anything like that, or want to ask me a question or try to improve the stream, I encourage very much so. Send me a DM, comment somewhere on one of my ideas, anywhere, whatever. We do upload these onto YouTube as well. If you'd rather watch and rewatch them over there, they do get automatically uploaded to YouTube. So feel free to check that out. We do the base though over here on TradingView. It's just more centric for traders. There's a lot of noise on YouTube, if you will. But other than that, much love. Again, thank you very much for hanging out. I'll see y'all guys on Wednesday morning, and it will be in the morning. Not like today. We had a super late stream, but that's okay. Anyway, much love. I'll see y'all guys next time. Z-Rex out. Peace.